Right, I've got a bit of a departure this one. I've just bought this brush, this number 10 Sable synthetic mix from Recab Brushes, advertising online. Not used anything like this for many years, so we'll see. It's a number 10, and normally I'd use the 8, but I bought this Bockingford rough paper, £140, a bit more rough and slightly thicker than what we have been using, the Fabriano. This is Bockingford. I used to use this one, but I don't want to wet the whole paper on this to start with. I want to paint, I want to wet around these trees. I'm just doing a bit of a design here, a bit of a sort of Edward Weston type of landscape snow scene. Just a load of trees, some further back and some heavier ones. It's just a bit of a snow scene. And just sort of ivy covered and something like this. Is quite a big one I'm putting in here. And let's see how we go. But I'm going to use this sable mix, this synthetic brush for it. And if I like it, I'm going to see if I can get the number 12. I think the squirrel mop that I try to use is just slightly larger than I probably should have bought at the time. This one comes with lovely points, but it's a great brush for working around large areas. But I'm going to see what happens with this. So we'll put some over the hill, some trees just over here, just a bit of. Well, we'll see what happens. So without more ado, we'll get my water, get my palette, and I'm going to paint around these. Leave the trunks unpainted. I mean unwetted. Same there. Well, just a bit of an experiment. So right, let's put a bit of water in the sky. Being a bit of a heavier paper, it shouldn't buckle up so much. So we'll have a bit of ultramarine. Let's see what. Ah, look at that. See, that's nice. You can flood it. This is what you can't really do with wetting wet. So what colour should we put underneath that? We'll have a bit of sienna. Just move it around with the water. So the paper I've just bought from Jackson Art. I bought stuff from there before, brushes and things and paints, and the student quality that we use. Let's put a bit of, see what happens with a bit of light red and ultramarine, some cloud shadow. See, that should bleed into and up to the trunk of the tree. I might go back to my radial, not my radial, my Mabeth portable easel for some of this, because I'm not quite so well happy with working vertical like this. So this is the sky. I will put a bit of ultramarine up here as well. cloud. Now that's still a bit damp there. So. Right, just put it in the background. So we'll have quite a light sienna. Background to all this. Leave that quite unpainted there. Get a bit of more of a sienna in there. Right, now it's starting to buckle up a little bit. I'm going to wash over all of this with a sienna. And that'll help it to expand. And carry that very weak wash all over this now. So it's wetting. So I'm trying to get rid of the hard edges, the oasis that you get with the thinner paper, the slicker Fabriano. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying, I'm not criticising it. So there's this sort of our sky there. Right, okay. I'll give that a bit of a reclip. I'm hoping that I can do some fine lines with this brush. Try to keep it as simple as possible. Maybe we can go a bit, put some more blue across the top there. Or bluey grey. Right, okay. See what happens there. Right, I'll give that a dry. Now, a bit of calligraphy in the trees. So we'll put in a bit of a burnt sienna for this sort of tree up here, all the way up here. I'll go over this with heavier paint, different colours, shadows, and well, that's wet, a bit of shadow side, bit of sienna. Right, that'll do for that. That's, so the shadow side of the tree is on the right. We'll put the light coming from this, although it's light there, isn't it? Oh well. This is a bit experimental because I haven't tried this brush before, so they get some harder edges up here. Some really good thick stuff in here. Right. Come together slowly. can start to detail a bit of heavier stuff coming down the slope here. Burnt sienna and, well, burnt sienna, let's try a bit of Payne's Grey, burnt sienna and Payne's Grey. Get real rich, warm, dark. So I can use the side of this brush, look. Nice dry brush. Now, that's quite exciting, isn't it? It's just doing some don't really want to finish this with the rigger, but I have to. Right, we've done a bit of basic tree. Might be a little bit cold, so dry brushing some warmer burnt sienna on there. Okay, clean the brush, get my cloth. Now here I'm going to put in a bit of a dark ivy mix, sort of a bluey, oh, that's bluey green, burnt umber. Lemon yellow and Payne's Grey. So we'll oh, nice. Oh. Very nice, I like it. Bit of an ivy clad covered tree here. Right, get some I'll rigger that in due course. Some background. And we'll put in some other trees here. We'll have some burnt sienna. Another one coming up here. More distant this one. And I'll put in some ivy on there with my new brush. Oh. Just showing you. in there, and some dark, some Payne's grey and ultra, some sienna, and darker than that. That'll be the direction of the shadows. So the light will be coming from this side. Get some the darks back up here. And I'll put in some more distant stuff here. I'll use a bit of a warm greeny sort of colour. Coming down there, a bit more bluey grey in there. Oh, this is good. I like it. See the difference in the surface of this paper gives this nice dry brush effect, which I find very, very attractive. There's a bit more dark shadow in there. There. Oh, that's nice. And we can put some in here, just a bit warmer. Through the gaps. Right. Now I'll complete these trees. Now this is a more distant tree, but the dry brush. Oh well, let's put in some more of this foreground stuff. Coming into the light there. Shadow. Nice dark with shadow there. There's quite promising brush this. Shadow. It's all not dark enough, so let's put a bit of sienna and Payne's grey. That'll give it much darker. But I don't want the Payne's grey to look black. I want it to be warm with the burnt sienna. Don't like using Payne's grey on its own. I can flick out some of this. And then we'll go up with the canopy tree, nice and gentle. So let's and on the other side it's a bit darker, because this is after all on the shadow side. These are all the twigs and branches and all sorts of stuff. Now let's get a nice wash in there. And we'll put in some other trees. Now I'm going to strengthen that one up there. That sort of needs to be a bit darker in there. So let's just on the shadow side. Right, let's go in with some cast shadows. They're coming down here, so light red, ultramarine, always good shadow colour. And this will, on the blue side, this will show the shape of the land bit in there, there's a dry brush in there, and we'll have some shadow, nice shadow coming in from this side. Banks, all very simple. And that's in the trough. There's a path up there. Bit of a darker shadow there. I'll put a figure in there, I think. There's some darker ones in there. Right, bit of calligraphy with the rigger. No, really dark now. Plenty of water though, not the paint. Right, okay. This is very much an experimental sort of effort. But I do love the ruffled paper. Let's get that dark in there. Might do better using. Oh, I'll finish the rigger first, then I'll go back to the big number 10. Oh, this is nice. See, it's easy to get the dry brush effect. And we're only just experimenting with this new brush now. Just to see how we go. Comments please. Let's just get that out there. Just a bit too heavy. Just wet it a little bit. Just weaken it. Put a bit of water. Let's put that. A bit of ivy there. Okay, that'll do for that. Now going, something I've seen that I don't like, that there. Let's get these harder, more shadowy. I'll put some shadow on this tree. Right, the shadow. Wash on that. Right, little figure. Go with the rigger. Come down here, so go in there with it. Get a bit of red. Some where's he just walked? Some bluey jeans on there. Give some substance. Stick. And he's walked from behind there. Is his head big enough? Don't want to make it too big. Dark on that side. Oops. Right, I don't think I want to do much more to that, other than add some detail in the snow, just some bits poking through. Nice burnt yellow. I'll put his footprints in here, I think. Just some bits and pieces in there just to overdoing it. Right, let's trim the brush. I'll use my new brush. Some footprints. Right, let's trudge through that. Right, I'm going to see much more than that. Okay, it's not much of a figure. I'll just sign it and we'll put it in and out and see what we've done. I don't think it's not. I wouldn't say it's a very good picture, but I do like the roughness of this paper. Put in a out. See what it looks like. It looks really good. Very rough. The trees are very rough. They're not my usual standard, but I did. So it was an experiment. Oh, it doesn't look so bad in the light. Let's just move my camera a little bit. There we are. There we are. Another Surrey Hills landscape in the snow. Figure is see the figure, apart from being a bit of interest, it gives scale to these trees. You don't really know how big everything is until you see it next to something that you know the size of. So if he's about 6 foot, I'm sticking in a bit of snow, 6 foot, you've got an idea how tall that tree is, and so on. That's how it's worked out. It's a device as much as anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm quite excited about this paper. I'll zoom in a little bit and you can get a better idea of the dry brush. Let's go to this tree first. Look, very, very open, hit and miss, ivy on there, bit of dark foreground, or in front of it anyway. There's the figure, and his footprints, and the shadow, and these are the trees. Look. Oh, quite excited about that. But if you think it's a load of rubbish, don't comment. Just have a go yourself, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.